Okay students, this is my second lecture on collisions. In this lecture, I have taken up some recently appearing question in examination JEE and NEET. In 2018, there were two parts. First, neutron was striking deuterium and then neutron was striking carbon nucleus. You have to find out fraction lost, energy fraction lost. Now you can find out first V2. The formula is 2m1u1, m1 plus m2. That gives you 2m. Mass of m1 is neutron, u0 m plus 2m. That gives you 2 u0 by 3. Fraction lost is the energy carried by deuterium, half 2m 2 u0 by 3 whole square divided by original energy, half m u0 square. You get 8 by 9 after calculation. Similarly, in this neutron striking carbon, 2m u0 m plus 12m, 2m u0 divided by 13m, 2 by 13 u0, and fraction lost is equal to half energy carried by carbon nucleus, 12m 2 by 3 u0 whole square, half m u0 whole square original energy, 48 by 169 equal to 0.28. Now, this is usual method of doing. Normal class, when I was discussing with students, so somebody asked a very interesting question. This is a long question. Can this question be done in less than 1 minute? Yes, it can be done using my do you know concept. In last class, I have developed, first lecture I have developed energy lost, fraction of energy lost is equal to 4m1 m2 divided by m1 plus m2 whole square. 4 m1 is m, 2m, m plus 2m whole square, that is 8 by 9, which is approximately equal to 0.89. Again, second case, 4m, 12m, m plus 12m whole square, 48 by 169, 0.28. Therefore, your answer is A part. Now, this method, it takes 3, 4, even 5 minutes because you have to calculate the whole question. But this, using do you know concept, you can get the answer in less than 1 minute. Let us take up answer number 2. This is a very interesting question, and in this question, very important concept, change of frame of reference will be taught to you, because many questions which require large calculation in one frame, when you go into center of frame of reference, then the calculations become very easy. So in this question, it is given 4 kg body explodes and energy released. That may be due to spring, maybe due to chemical energy, something extra energy is added, and it breaks into two parts, 2 kg, 2 kg. Let the velocity be v1 and v2. Now, applying conservation of energy, half 4 into 2 square plus this energy, 8 joule is equal to half 2 into v1 square plus half 2 into v2 square. This gives you v1 square plus v2 square is equal to 16 joule. Conservation of momentum, if you apply, you will get 4 into 2 because no external force is there. Therefore, 2 into v1 plus 2 into v2. v1 plus v2 gives you 4. Squaring both sides, we get v1 square plus v2 square plus 2v1 v2 equal to 16. Now, value of this is 16. If you cut it, you will get 2v1 v2, v1 v2 equal to 16 कट लगेगा, और इसके बाद equal to 0. This which gives you v1 is equal to 0, v2 is equal to 4. And your answer is 404, third. Now students, if you apply change of reference frame, that is go to center of mass frame of reference, in which case this will be, your velocity will become 0. Then after explosion, the two parts P1 and P2 will be equal. Why? Because when you go into center of mass, the center of mass is at rest. Therefore, two parts will have equal momentum, P1 and P2 equal होना चाहिए, and energy will be p square by 2m, p square by 2m. Both of them are equal, therefore masses are equal, momentum are equal. Therefore twice p square by 2m is equal to 8 joule, which gives you p is equal to 16, is under root 16, 4 kilogram meter per second. Divided by mass, v1 will be equal to 2, v2 will be equal to, but these are all velocities in center of mass. These velocities are with respect to center of mass in cm mass, cm frame. When you convert that into your stationary frame, the answer will be 0 meter per second and 4 meter per second. This way, with change of frame of reference, your calculations become very fast and you get the answer in shorter time, less time. Let us discuss answer number 3 now. Again, just like question 2, this is a question in which there is some energy is released due to some sources, internal sources. There may be a spring inside which is just allowed to attain its original position, or there may be some chemical energy, there may be some explosion. Because of that, 50% of original energy is added. Now in such questions, you don't apply conservation of principle in exact term, but you say that new energy is equal to original energy plus the added energy, which is equal to half mv1 square plus half mv2 square, 3 by 2 into 1 by 2, because it is given 50% more, means original say 3 by 2 times, which gives you v1 square plus v2 square is equal to 3 by 2 u naught square. Now momentum is always conserved. mv1 plus mv2 is equal to mu naught. v1 plus v2 gives you u naught square. Squaring both sides, v1 square plus v2 square plus 2v1 v2 is equal to u naught square. 2v1 v2, the value of this is given to you in equation 1, u naught square minus 3 by 2 u naught square. The value of 2v1 v2 comes out to be minus half u naught square. v1 v2 is equal to minus 1 by 4 u naught square. In this question you ask just relative velocity. So that means you have to calculate v1 minus v2. You know the formula, v1 minus v2 whole square is equal to v1 plus v2 whole square minus 4 v1 v2. u naught square minus 4, the value is here, take the value from here, 4 minus 1 by 4 u naught square equal to 2 u naught square. Therefore directly answer is v1 minus v2 is equal to root 2 u naught. Relative velocity of two bodies, v1 minus v2. The answer is B. Let us discuss answer number 4. Previous two questions I have given you in which there is the addition of energy from some source, internal source. So this is a question in which body is moving in a dissipative medium where it is losing its energy continuously. So it is given to you K final after 10 seconds is equal to 1 by 8 of original energy, that is 1 by 8 mv naught square. Half mvf whole square is equal to 1 by 8 mv naught whole square. Vf is equal to half v naught equal to half into 10 is equal to 5 meter per second. Now what is the nature of the force? It is a dissipative force. Dissipative force means there is a minus. Minus means energy is getting decreased. F is equal to ma. M dv by dt is equal to minus kv square. dv by v square is equal to minus k by m dt, which gives you minus 1 by v. There's a little bit of integration here. Don't worry, it is v की power minus 2 plus 1 divided by minus 2 plus 1. Minus 1 by v, the velocity changes from 10 to 5 is equal to minus k by mt 0 to 10, which gives you minus 1 by 5 plus 1 by 10 is equal to minus k by 10 to power minus 2 is the mass into 10. Minus 1 by 10 is equal to minus k into 1000. K comes out to be 10 to power minus 4. Therefore answer is B. Okay students, let us discuss answer number 5. In this case, a body of mass m is moving and strikes another body of mass m by 2 which is at rest, and after collision the velocities are v1 and v2. One way is to calculate v1. The formula is m1 minus m2 u1 plus divided by m1 plus m2, m minus m by 2, m plus m by 2, which comes out to be v0 by 3. Similarly, v2 is equal to 2m1 u1, m1 plus m2, which gives you 4 by 3 v0. Now you can calculate the ratios of energies. K1 is to K2, half m v0 whole square by 3 ka whole square plus this. The answer comes out to be 1 by 8. Again, the answer is B. But using Dino concept, I have told you formula. Energy transferred to second body is fraction kinetic energy transferred, which is equal to 4m1 m1 plus m2 whole square, and the energy of first body is fraction of energy retained by first body will be m1 minus m2 whole square divided by m1 plus m2 ka whole square. Now putting the values, m minus m by 2, this thing will cut. M minus m by 2 whole square, 4m1 m2, 1 by 4 m square, 4 m by 2. The answer is 1 by 8. Again, this is a very short method. If you remember the standard result, fraction of energy retained divided by fraction of energy, kinetic energy transferred. Answer number 6. This is a very important result when the collision occurs in 2 dimensions. The result is when a body moving with mass m strikes another body of same mass, which is at rest, they move at the angle between them is 90 degrees. This is the result, and he might ask you theta 1 is 37, then theta 2 will be 53 degrees. This way he can vary answers or choices. How do you arrive at the answer? You need not remember the result. You may not remember the derivation. Conservation of energy gives you half m v0 square, half m v1 square plus half m v2 square. v0 square is equal to v1 square plus v2 square. Conservation of momentum in vector form. Remember this, because this is a 2-dimension collision, therefore vector form will be applied. m v0 vector, m v1 plus m v2. v0 is equal to v1 plus v2 in vector form. Take the dot product. v0 dot v0 equal to v0 square, v1 plus v2 dot v1 plus v2. This is dot product. v1 square, v2 square plus 2v1 v2. The answer gives you 2v1 v2 is equal to 0. v1 dot v2 is equal to 0. That is angle between v1 and v2. Angle between v1 and v2 is 90 degree. Please remember this result, because this might be asked directly. There is no time in the examination to go through the whole derivation. You remember the result and then you can find out. If you take components like this, then you can find out the v1 and v2 also. There may be slight variation of question.